representing Uzbekistan. Durduna Turaiva. Noilavi Iva Dildokhon. Yumida Rajabova. Representing Kazakhstan. Aygirim Aydariksi. Ayjan Birim Kuluba. Gulim Kurumbayeva. Representing Ukraine. Zilata Diachok. Hailina Vapchevich. technical officials for this session are the chief referee from Yemen, Yasser Musleh. The left side referee from Georgia, Maryam Devradiani. The right side referee from Iraq, Shayma Abu Jassim. Spotter loaders, please take your positions on the field of play. Spotter loaders, please preload the bar to 75 kilos, rack height 3. Let's start with the countdown. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For the first attempt representing Kazakhstan, Aygrim Aydriski.
So it's the women's team competition, the final event of the 2025 Powerlifting World Cup in Tbilisi, Georgia. My name is John Horn. For this final event of the competition, final event on this Monday, it's the women's team event. 3 teams taking part. The winner will get the gold medal, and we'll also hand out silvers and bronze as well. Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, and the Ukraine taking part. And Kazakhstan already successful with their first lift. So off to a good start, Kazakhstan is in this team competition. So just to go over the rules, how it works. There are 3 teams. Each team has 3 lifters. They can be from a variety of different weight classes. And the top 2 teams rather advance to the gold medal. And it's not just about total weight that's lifted, because it's based on the total body weight comparable to the total weight that's lifted, and that works out how many points get added to your team. And the teams that have the most points move on to the final, and then the team that wins the final and has the most points, they will be crowned the gold medalists. So we've already seen a successful list from Kazakhstan, and now it's time for Uzbekistan to have their first lift of this team competition. And the first lifter will be Derdona Turieva, finished 4th in the up to 55 kilogram category.
1 minute.
So this an attempted lift of 85 kilograms. And that's a whiteout. That's a good lift for Turieva. Turieva ends up with a successful lift. So Kazakhstan's first lift of 75 kilograms got the points to 71.92. And that Uzbekistan lift gives them 76.44. So a quick lead for Uzbekistan early on in this team competition.
For the first attempt, representing Ukraine, Zlata Diachok.
And now the Ukraine will have their first lifter. And the first athlete to lift for the Ukraine, Zlata Diachek, the 23-year-old. Won a silver medal in the up to 86 kilogram category. For her total kilograms that were lifted, completed all 3 of her lifts. Give her a silver medal in the total lifts category. It's getting medals for the best lift in terms of weight, but then also medals handed out for total weight lifted. Siachuk, 93 kilograms she was attempting here. And that's a good lift. 93 kilograms, a whiteout for her. It's a good start. So all 3 of the country's first lifters successful. So that lift from Siachuk, 74.32 points. So after the first round, it's Uzbekistan with the lead, 76.44. Ukraine in second with 74.32. And Kazakhstan, 71.92. We saw in the men's team event in the heats, all 9 lifters had good lifts. And then in the final, it all came down to the last couple of lifts, and there was just one no lift in the final, and it was a crucial one, which cost Uzbekistan a potential gold medal. They had to settle for silver. As you get a look behind the scenes as to the athletes in the training area that they have, the warm-up area. Athletes very well taken care of here in Tbilisi. Good setup for this event. First World Cup event on the calendar. After this, it's on to Beijing, China for the next World Cup event in June. So just a men's and a women's team event here. No mixed event. I have to say I do enjoy the mixed event. So this is the second lifter for Uzbekistan. Dildor Khan Nurieleva won a silver in the up to 50 kilogram event. And the 20-year-old with a successful lift in the team competition. That's a good lift. That's a whiteout for her. So 2 for 2 for Uzbekistan to start the competition. So that lift by Neralevieva will give her 74.24 points, so 150.68 points total now for Uzbekistan. There you see it. Still lots of time left in this competition for that to change, of course. So Ukraine going next. It's Halina Vabasevchevich. .1 minute. 83 kilogram potential lift here. And that's a good lift for the Ukrainian. So far, all the athletes getting good lifts in this heat portion of the women's team event. So 74.30 for that lift. So Uzbekistan still with the lead, 150.68. Ukraine inching closer, 148.62. Now Kazakhstan will have their opportunity with their second athlete. So it's Izan Baramakulova won the gold medal in her weight category. Looking to lift 91 kilograms, which is pretty much her double of her body weight. And that's a good lift as well. So all three countries, both of their athletes successful with their first lifts. There you see the overall standings, and that lift made a difference for Kazakhstan. So 87.59 points for that lift. So it's Kazakhstan 159.51. They have the lead. And Uzbekistan sitting second, 150.68. And then the Ukraine in third, 148.62. So we'll see how this plays out. The order they do go in each of the rounds is based on the weight and how much weight there is. So Uzbekistan will go next because their athlete is going to lift the least amount. So it will go Uzbekistan, Ukraine, and Kazakhstan in that order. with these third lifts.
Uzbekistan, Umida Rajapova.
So Uzbekistan going first here, and it's Umida Rajapova. Rajapova, 21 years old, won the gold medal in the up to 41 kilogram event. Big lift for Rajapova. Always a little bit different when you're in a team event than an individual event. Just like any sport, when you're competing, you want to make sure that you compete at the highest level, not just for yourself, but for your team, and you have that feeling of not wanting to let your team down.
1 minute.
So every lift just as important as an individual competition, but maybe even a little bit more so just because of the fact that you're competing with a team and you don't want to let your team down. You want to have team success. Some athletes thrive in that environment. Others, it's too much pressure. That didn't look like any pressure there for Rajapova. Successful lift for her. 77 kilograms. So that'll break down the points a little bit for her. No, that's the on-screen points after the second round. So that lift 79.24 for Uzbekistan. So 229.92. They sit in first place. Now it'll be the Ukraine who will go next. So it's Tatiana Bobrovska who will go next. Bobrovska winning the gold medal, the best lift in the up to 61 kilogram event. $94 kilogram lift is the plan. This would be the heaviest we've seen in the team competition on the women's side so far. Just like the individual events, each athlete has 2 minutes to get their lift completed from the time they enter the field of play. And that's a good lift from Bobrovska. So all three Ukrainian athletes get good lifts. That one, 2 out of 3 from the referees. The one referee concerned about the press sequence, but the other 2 referees were not. So that lift 82.00. So the Ukraine moves ahead of Uzbekistan by the smallest of margins. Ukraine 230.62 and Uzbekistan 229.92. So less than 1 point between the top 2 teams. So now it's going to come down to the final lift from Kazakhstan. If Kazakhstan can get this lift at 95 kilograms complete, they will either move into first place or second place. So we know that the Ukraine has locked up their spot in the gold medal showdown. So it's a matter of will it be Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan if Kazakhstan gets this successful lift from Galim Kurbanev. Kerman Bayev, I should say. Big lift here. And it's a successful one for Kazakhstan. So Kurmanbayeva will walk off stage with a successful lift. Now the question will be, how many points will she get? Will it be enough? 79.24. And that is enough. And that gives Kazakhstan first place, 245.77. And the Ukraine drops to second at 230.62. And on hard luck for Uzbekistan, they finish in third spot, 229.92. So less than 1 point between second and third place. So unfortunately, Uzbekistan will have to settle for the bronze medal. And now it's Kazakhstan and the Ukraine who will go head to head in the gold medal match coming up shortly. So like the men's events, all 9 athletes complete their lifts successfully, and they'll need to do so the same in the gold medal match. So it'll be the Ukraine against Kazakhstan for the gold medal. We already saw the men win the gold medal from Ukraine. Now let's see if the women can match the men in the women's gold medal match, which will be coming up in a short period of time. So we'll take a short little break. You'll see some highlights from the women's team event heats, and then we'll be back with the final competition of the week at the 2025 Powerlifting World Cup event, Tbilisi, Georgia. Stay with us.
Let's welcome the teams for the gold match. Representing Ukraine, Zilata Diachok. Halina Vavshevich, Tatiana Bobroveska. Representing Kazakhstan, Aygirim Aydreski, Ayjan Birimkulova, Gulim Kurbaniyeva. Good luck for both of the teams. technical officials for this session are the chief referee from Spain, Eva Aguilar. The left side referee from Yemen, Mohammed Al Qirsh. The right side referee from Greece, Paschalina Niratzaki. Spotter loaders, please take your positions on the field of play. Spotter loaders, please preload the bar to 77 kilos, rack high 3. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So it's the gold medal showdown, the women's team event, the final competition of the 2025 Powerlifting World Cup event here in Tbilisi, Georgia. As we get closer to noon hour local time, and it's Kazakhstan taking on the Ukraine in the final. So will the Ukraine add another gold medal to their count? The men's team event was won by the Ukraine just before this. Let's see what happens. And Kazakhstan off to a good start. As it's Adrian Hedararski with a bronze medal in the women's up to 45 kilogram event. Just 17 years old, and she gets a successful lift to start off this gold medal matchup. 77 kilograms was the lift, 73.83 points for Kazakhstan.
For the first attempt, representing Ukraine, Zilata Diachok.
I think the team event's a nice way to finish off the weekly competition. Good opportunity for the countries and their teammates to get together in competition. A lot of the athletes hang out together when they're away from the gym and when they're not lifting, and spending time together when they travel. So it's a nice opportunity to work together and common goal of trying to get a medal in the team event. So it's Zlata Diachik going first for the Ukraine. 95 kilograms will be the lift here. So both teams going with the same order that they went with during the heats. You do have the ability to switch the order around if you choose. Coaches do. Sometimes a little strategy plays in to who goes first and who goes second and who goes third. And for Ziachek, that's a good lift. 2 out of the 3 referees said good lift. So good start for the Ukraine. And so far, all the athletes, good lifts so far in this women's team event. So that 95 kilogram lift gives the Ukraine 95.92 points. So they have a slight lead over Kazakhstan after the first athlete has gone for each nation.
Loaders, load the bar to 85 kilos, rack height 1.
So the bar will be set to 85 kilograms this time around.
Representing Ukraine, Lina Vapshevich.
So the Ukraine will go again since the weight's a little less than what it will be for the next athlete for Kazakhstan. And it's Helena Vabasevich. 20-year-old finished 5th in the up to 55 kilogram event. Did pick up a bronze medal though, based on her total lifts in the competition. Vabasevich will look to keep the streak alive. It's a good lift. 2 out of the 3 referees thought that that was good enough. One referee had a bit of an issue with the press sequence, but you just need 2 out of 3 to get a clean lift, and that's what happened there. So good stuff from Vabasevich. So her 85 kilogram lift gives her 76.09 points. So there you see 152.01 points. And now Kazakhstan will go next. A little bit of a heavier weight, 92 kilograms. And the fact that her body weight is less means that there's a bit of a differential between this weight and this lift compared to what Vabasevich just did. So if this lift is successful, doing some quick math, I think Kazakhstan will move into first place. Yazhan from Lakova will go for Kazakhstan. Merklova, 92 kilograms. And she gets a good lift. She gets 2 out of 3 from the referee. So 92 kilograms successful. And 88.55 for that lift. So that puts Kazakhstan ahead of the Ukraine, 162.38 to the Ukraine's 152.01. So 10-point lead for Kazakhstan going into the final lift. And we will see how this all plays out.
Loaders, load the bar to 95 kilos.
So Kazakhstan will go next because the next athlete will be lifting a lighter weight than her opponent.
For the third attempt,
So we'll see. It's going to be tight to the finish by the looks of it. And that's what you like to see. You like to see it come down to the last lift or two for the gold medals. Some last preparations. So the final lift for Kazakhstan. Gulim Kurmanbayeva will go next. "95 kilograms this lift. Big moment for Kazakhstan. Kurmanbayeva with a silver medal in the up to 55 kilogram event. Also won the silver in total lifts as well. And that's a good lift. That's a whiteout for Kazakhstan. So Kazakhstan, all three athletes, successful lifts in the gold medal match as well as the heats. So that 95 kilogram lift will give Kazakhstan another 86.26 points. So that's 248.64 for Kazakhstan. That's their total. So one lift left for the Ukraine, and it all rides on the shoulders of Tatiana Bobrovska. So she will attempt 97 kilograms. And then if she does get the successful lift, then we'll see if it's enough points to give Ukraine the gold medal. This is all based on total points in the team event, not just the weight that's being lifted. So it all comes down to this. The final lift of the entire competition will take place here, and it will be Tatiana Bobrovska, who won a gold medal in the women's up to 61 kilogram event this week. So a lot of pressure here to get this lift completed and give the Ukraine a chance to win another gold medal. The men's team winning the gold earlier today in the team event. Will it be the Ukrainian sweep?
No lift.
And it will not be a Ukrainian sweep. And the press sequence for Tatiana Bobrovska. So that no lift in the final lift of the competition. An unfortunate way for the competition to end. You always like to see a nice strong finish, but a good effort from her. But Kazakhstan will take it because they have won the women's team events. The gold medal goes to Kazakhstan. Ukraine trying to go for the sweep, the men's event and the women's event. There you see the struggle with the bar for Bobrovska. So it's Kazakhstan 248.64. They're the gold medal winners, and it's the Ukraine 152.01. They're the silver medal winners, and Uzbekistan will take home the bronze, finishing in third. So Kazakhstan has led the medal table for most of the week, and they have collected the most medals at these games, the World Cup in Georgia. So that's 27 medals in total, 28 medals, pardon me, in total. 11 of them are gold medals, and the last one coming in the women's team event. And just like the men's event, it came down to the final lift to determine who was going to capture the gold. And in both instances, it was the last lifter who was unable to get a good lift. Kazakhstan will take it, as they are the gold medalists. And Ukraine finishes second and Uzbekistan third. So some highlights of the competition, the gold medal match, and one final victory ceremony to wrap up the week here in Tbilisi, Georgia. So we'll take a short break, and we'll be back with the victory ceremony in a short matter of moments.
for the women team event. Please welcome the medalists.
So it's time for the victory ceremony for the women's team event. The final victory ceremony of the week here in Tbilisi, Georgia. Three nations on the podium. Kazakhstan winning the gold, the Ukraine winning the silver, and Uzbekistan the bronze. The medal is going to be handed out by Tiona Bestovashvili, the representative of Hotels Preference Tbilisi. So she will hand out the medals in order. So Uzbekistan first, Derdona Turieva, Dildurakhan Nuralieva, and Umida Rajapova. The three bronze medalists. And also coaches getting medals as well. It's a nice touch for the coaches to get credit for their hard work. I think it's a nice touch by the Powerlifting organizers to give medals to the coaches as well as the athletes. So Ukraine finishing in second position. They won the gold in the men's team competition. They won a silver in the women's team competition. That's pretty solid. Zlata Diachik, Elena Vavisevich, Tatiana Bobrovska, and the coaches get medals as well. Good showing by the Ukraine this week. 15 total medals. Third amongst all the nations. Uzbekistan second overall with 21 medals in total. And Kazakhstan winning the gold medal, their 11th gold of the week. 28 total medals the week, more than any other nation. The winning team of Azharim Ayardziki, Ejan Bermalikova, and Lim Kurmanbayeva. The winning team for Kazakhstan, and the coaches getting medals as well. And now a chance to listen to the national anthem of Kazakhstan, the final anthem of the week. So it's Kazakhstan who
Ladies and
wins the
gentlemen,
final
the women
gold
team
medals
event
of the
medalists.
2025 Powerlifting event here in Tbilisi, Georgia. And some happy faces on those three ladies as they capture the gold medal in the women's team competition. Kazakhstan winning the gold, Ukraine the silver, and Uzbekistan the bronze. Ukraine winning the gold in the men's event earlier today. So the final competition, final event of the competition is now complete. A few pictures for keepsake, nice moments. And again, I think it's a nice touch to give the coaches their due by getting a medal as well. Nice big team picture from the nations all together. It's a great way to finish the event. A lot of smiles all around from all of the athletes. And what a week it has been. It's been some great competition. We saw a couple of records fall throughout the week, a couple of attempts at some records that didn't fall, but they'll have a chance to fall again at some point, I'm sure. There's been some great stories, some great emotion, a lot of smiles on the stage. A lot of athletes really enjoying their time here in Tbilisi, Georgia. It's been a great 3 days, and a lot of hard work has gone into put this event together, and they always do a nice job in Tbilisi, Georgia. Big supporter of the Para Powerlifting Federation, having events here every year for the last number of years, and certainly it was an entertaining week with lots of excitement, and fans really enjoyed themselves. The teams really enjoyed themselves. 25 different nations taking part, and Kazakhstan winning the amount of medals with 28. Uzbekistan and the Ukraine coming in second and third in the medal tallies. So a great 3 days of competition here in Tbilisi, Georgia. All the people working behind the scenes to make this event possible. It takes a huge army of people to put this together, from all the audio and sound people to the people on site putting the event together, the stage, the lighting, the music, everything that needs to go together to put this event together. It takes a lot. So it's nice that everybody's able to come together, contribute, and put together a nice competition for these athletes. So the next stop on the calendar is Beijing, China. That's next month, where some of these athletes will be there. Not all of them, but some of them will. And there'll be some other athletes who will be taking part in Beijing as well. So that wraps up 3 days of competition here in Tbilisi, Georgia. I want to thank everybody for watching and joining in. Hope you enjoyed the competition, and I'm sure we'll be back in this part of the world again for more para powerlifting. So from all of us here at the Para Powerlifting factory that puts this all together, my name is John Hornbin. Really special moments, some great moments this week, and really enjoyed myself. And I want to thank everybody for their contributions, as we said. So my name is John Horn again, and we will be back again in China in a few weeks for more para powerlifting competitions. So from everybody here, it's thank you very much, and we'll see you soon. Goodbye for now.